What is up, YouTube? This is your boy Big G here, back with another video tonight. So this video is basically telling something on my mind. So I had a thought right now that kind of concerns me a little bit. It was talking about a couple of months back in the last video like when I talked about lack of DC videos, and going back to a couple of comments that I made about that and how things have gone, different for them and things are changing. It's not what we seem it is in general, and and all that stuff. And now I come back and then tonight. So it comes to me that, in my opinion, with what the way DC is going with their thing and their progress and what they're trying to do here, I don't think they're really succeeding as much as I think they are. I think they're trying to really not succeed to their specific goals of what they're trying to imagine here, prove here. Now, you can say so much about this, but to me, they could have went in a different direction in what they want to pursue with all these movies that they're doing with DC. You know, nothing against Aquaman, nothing against Shazam. Like I'm looking forward to Shazam and and all that stuff. But everything else doesn't seem to be very set forward. I mean, again, nothing against Wonder Woman either. I'll see that movie as well. But everything else seems to be a little bit out of place at the moment. With Affleck not being doing Batman anymore, with John Leto not doing Joker, I assume, and Margot Robbie not doing Suicide Squad 2, but I guess you could do one solo movie as Harley Quinn. I get that, but I mean, what the f? I mean, you're changing things up again in a whole different perspective here. Now, you do Margot Robbie's doing her solo movie as Harley Quinn in her new movie. Why the hell is she not in the next Suicide Squad movie? Why is Jared Leto not doing the freaking Joker again? If he is or isn't. I mean, this bullshit of changing characters and making a whole new freaking cast really doesn't set well with me. I don't think with the new cast it's gonna make any bloody difference to this movie. I think what they're trying to go with is gonna screw it all the hell. It's gonna suck, and I don't think it's gonna be successful. If the cast originally was in this movie, it would be a freaking success. And to now, I don't think it is. I don't think the way they're trying to produce this thing and the way they're going in a different direction here, it's not going to be a success. I think it's going to be a complete freaking flop of a movie. And I don't know if I have hope for it. I don't know any means necessary is going to save this freaking movie. Like, is there hope for DC at all? They have hope with Shazam, they have hope with Wonder Woman, they would have hope with the Batman movie, I hope so. But everything else, I don't know if there's hope for that. I mean, yes, there's hope for Green Lantern Corps. Yes, there's hope for Wonder Woman and all that, and Flashpoint as well, and the solo Batman movie in 2021. But everything else now doesn't seem to be really, focusing on what they need to really do. They don't seem to really give a damn. It's like they didn't put out anything of this year, nothing last year except Aquaman, and that was fine. But still, you could have put something else on besides that. And it doesn't seem they really understand, like, if they want to be successful in doing what they're doing, then why the hell are you not putting out a bunch of movies? Why the hell is Marvel kicking your ass again in movies, in ratings, making tons of money, and you guys are just sitting back like you don't give a rat's ass? Now, it kind of sucks for me as a fan to really say, like, there's no hope at all that if DC can't pull the heads out of their asses now, and Warner Bros. Can fix what the hell they're trying to do here, then yeah, there is no hope for them. And they're completely screwed because they're screwing themselves. They're not really seeing the bigger picture, and truthfully, I don't think they ever will see the bigger picture. I don't think DC will ever understand, like, you changing things up now. I get the whole, young Bruce Wayne thing. I get, you know, what they're trying to go with. But if you're changing up a good, successful movie like Suicide Squad 2, and you're replacing Margot Robbie for Harley Quinn, but you let her do her own sort of movie. But again, you won't let her do freaking Suicide Squad. I don't know what the reason is, or if you're losing John Lennon for Joker or not. I doubt that. And Jake Whitcon Phoenix is not Joker in the next movie. So what the hell? I mean, what the hell are they doing that they can't get things right? They can't get crap right in any direction they're going, they can't get crap right because they never will. They're not really getting the bigger picture, and the bigger picture pretty much is like you change up the cast now and put these new people in here. That's gonna suck. If it becomes a good cast and it changes my opinion, then yeah, I'll change my opinion. But for now, I'm not gonna change my damn opinion because I think it's gonna be nothing but a crap road to hell with this. With any means necessary. I mean, you get rid of, Ben Affleck gets done doing Batman, and that's understandable. But again, you could have kept him on to do at least, put him in Justice League or continue to put him on for something else. But again, here you go, effing things up again and changing the whole things around with Suicide Squad and everything else. And God knows what the hell you can do with Joker, and God knows what the hell you can do with anything else because the only success they would really have was Brilliant Decor, Wonder Woman, and Shazam. That's it. And everything else is probably gonna be a big freaking flop because they got nothing for Justice. They don't know what they're doing for Justice League. They don't know what the hell they're doing for Suicide Squad. But that's gonna be a complete disaster, I think, in my mind. I mean, you get rid of major characters in a freaking movie here, and the series is going to crap because you guys can't keep things together, and you never will. They don't get. They don't get it. They don't freaking understand. Like, you need a cast to continue on a decent series, and you're changing up. You're changing up again. You can change up Justice League again. You can change up everything else. I mean, what the hell are they trying to do here? I get the business is different from everything else, but if you want to continue with a continuous, and successful series in a movie franchise, and you're screwing that up by changing things up in this franchise, there's no hope in hell. Because if you're doing that, and people realize what the hell's going on, and they seem to get it, but some of them do and don't care. But if you want to continue with a decent storyline, which they've never had successfully with this, then yeah, it's gonna go to hell. But if you have success with Wonder Woman, doing the first movie, then continue with that one, there's a good storyline. Same thing with Shazam. If there's a storyline with that, and Aquaman, there's just a chance. Same with Flashpoint. Those are all going to be successful. But everything else now, besides those movies, I don't know if there's hope for anything else because you don't have a Joker, you don't have a Harley Quinn. Damn well can't find another goddamn Batman if you're lucky to. I mean, what about Batman Beyond? What about Batman Beyond? Is that going to be another failed movie too, or is that going to be a success? Because God knows if hell they're going to fix that. And I don't know if they can. I don't know if DC can ever come back from what they've done, just in general by trying to make things that way, do things that way, but you're not doing anything good. You haven't put out any movies lately. You haven't done much lately, so you're waiting until freaking April to put out a freaking movie, and again we're waiting 2 or 3 years for a freaking goddamn solo Batman movie in 2021, which is beyond stupid. I mean, come on. That should be on 2019 and 2020, not 2021. Not freaking waiting, a few more years, another couple of years to see a goddamn solo Bat movie, but you can do everything else before then, which is whatever, which is good, but still, they're not succeeding to the expectations of, you're not putting out good stuff, you're not putting anything out successful at this point of time now, and there's nothing in theaters besides, Captain Marvel, which is a great success. I saw that movie, which is great. And we got Avengers Endgame coming out in April. That's gonna be a success. And I think Shazam's gonna be a huge success. I have a lot of hope for that. Same thing with Wonder Woman, same thing with, everything else. But for now, there is no hope for any other project that DC's got going because I don't know what they're trying to do in the right direction here to get these proper cast members going. You better get some goddamn hope and pray to God you guys do well because if not, it's gonna be some major feedback. It won't be any good feedback because it's gonna be horrible. I mean, Joker situation has always been a joke ever since. I mean, the best Joker was Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger and Jared Leto. Those are the greatest Jokers ever. And the Universal Joker when they first started doing the TV series with Adam West, those are great. Those were all success. But everything else they've done besides after Ledger was pretty much like it was great, but everything after that you got John Leto. Everything besides that now you got nothing because those were good. And now you look at looking forward, you don't know what the hell you're doing. New director's gonna screw it up probably. And God knows hell if it's going to be a success or not, because I don't think there is. And I don't know if there's hope for Justice League 2. I don't know if there's hope for anything else besides that. I mean, I don't think in general that there is or isn't any hope for this, but if they're trying to crumble here, which they are, they really need to fix it, because you can't have a successful series of actors and actresses doing these movies, like doing Justice League and doing all these amazing things, but you keep screwing it up by changing things up. It's like, okay, who's next? The Flash is going to be replaced with somebody else, or Wonder Woman's going to be replaced with somebody else, another actress. I mean, come on, if that happens, that's going to suck, because there were some major pissed off people. I mean, it's such BS that you get rid of such an amazing cast for Suicide Squad, changing that up, which I don't know if that's going to be a success or not, but I'll wait for a trailer. Oh wait, there's been no trailers for anything. I mean, what the hell are they trying to accomplish here by not putting out anything else besides the Zam trailer, and Margot Robbie's little Harley Quinn thing, which looks alright. But again, you had a Joker in production, that stopped. That's a whole new freaking scene. That's a whole new everything else. What the hell? I mean, if Heath Ledger was still alive, which rest in peace, I respect the dude, he would kick some serious ass in Suicide Squad 1 and 2. In the solo Bat movie, he would be great for that. And now you have nobody at all, because you dopeheads don't get it and don't have a clue in the world. Like, you don't have anything now that's gonna make them a success if they don't pull their heads out of the ground and out of their asses and really think about what the hell they need to do to keep things going. And if they don't do that, then it's gonna be a complete disaster, and you lose half your damn fan base, maybe all of them, if anyone still believes in this crap. Because at this point, there is no hope, there is no success with any other franchise DC films besides, the other ones, which are going to be fine, but everything else now, towards that, is there hope for it? I mean, I had more hope for Wonder Woman and Shazam and for Aquaman than I have more hope for anything else in the DC Universe projects. I mean, I have more hope for Green Lantern Corps than anything. I have success. I have all hope for that, but everything else besides those are fine. Now, looking at you got Cyborg movie coming out. That's probably just a joke in general. I mean, Green Lantern Corps is going to be a success. Everything but that, it's going to be fine. With everything else they're trying to do, trying to do a Suicide Squad, trying to do another Justice League if that's even possible, if there's hope for that at all. In the solo Batman movie not till 2021, which is ridiculous. I mean, DC's really behind in what they're trying to create here, and they're not creating enough to say that they can do well, but I don't think they can do well enough. I mean, if every other movie in DC that they've done is a success, like Aquaman and Shazam and Wonder Woman, 48, that's going to be fine. But, and Green Lantern Corps, besides that all being spoken of, you really have to think about what can they possibly now that's going to make them not be hated by their fans, not be pissed off that they're changing things up, and not be aggravated like, why the hell has that been a DC movie in the last a year or so in theaters? How come there's been nothing recent? How come there's nothing we have to wait until April to see something, or wait until next year or the year after to see something in production? It's like, you gotta be freaking kidding, because if you want fans to keep coming to the movies, keep coming successful DC films, then put something the hell out. I mean, I get we have to wait until April to see a bunch of movies, but every other year when it comes around and things change, I don't know how much success that DC can really pull out of the ground and say, we can do better. But if they can do better and prove they can do better, yeah, I have a different opinion about all this, but I don't. I don't know if they can really pull anything else out of the ground now and out of their asses and say, okay, we can prove better, we can do better, just make some good movies and make them successful, then why the hell you ain't doing that? I mean, it's like you're trying to knock off everything they've done now to today's decade, but you're not proven enough that you have the courage to do anything about it now. I mean, if it's a DC film that they've done, it's a success. Aquaman was good. I saw that in theaters. Says, yeah, I want to go see that. Wonder Woman 40, it's gonna be good. And so is a Green Lantern Corps. But if those did bad, I'd have an opinion about it, but they're not. Why can't every other DC film that they've done, besides those 5 movies, be so much better than what they've done now, which is pretty much nothing? You're making some good movies, and you're making some good movies at this point in time. But if you're trying to prove a serious point, then freaking prove it. Because if you're not proving it now, you're never gonna prove it at all. I mean, if they had any bit of hope of making things successful for them, this is the time to do it. Because at this point in time, I don't think there's any success for them. I don't think that if DC can really make magic again and really come up with some excellent stuff, then yeah, let's go for it. But if you're gonna change things up and make it worse, and worse it's gonna get, it's gonna suck. And they don't want that. They want to be successful in what they do. They don't want to be jokes. They don't want to be complete failures, and that's why I don't see a lot of DC clothes, a lot of DC shirts, or anything else besides that around. I mean, you see more of a Marvel fan base. You see more of that happening more than you see with DC because Marvel's being the bigger franchise series at this point, while DC sits in the dust like it doesn't exist. You know, and again, it does exist, but at this point, I don't think it's gonna exist because you're not doing anything at this time and point to make it a success. I mean, if you try hard enough, you could, but I don't know if there's hope. I really don't know if there's any hope for them at all. I mean, if you could do, Man of Steel 2 or do another one or, do something that's going to blow our minds away, then go for it. But at this point in time, I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can pull themselves from the rubble, brush it off, and make themselves successful again. And if being successful, they need to do that. If they don't want to be successful, then why the hell are you making films at all? Why the hell are you even in this business if you don't try hard enough to make us fans happy and succeed? Like, we could do this, but you're really turning down the opportunity to make something a dream in reality, but you don't want to. You're not proving it. And they haven't proved it. I don't think they can ever prove that they can be better than anything else, and that's why I'm pretty much more of a Marvel fan than anything. And again, I got nothing against DC, but I still collect their merch, I still collect their clothes, I still do all that, but just being a straight up fan of them, it's like kind of sad to say. Like, I really don't know. I'm gonna Captain Marvel shirt. I've been a Marvel fan ever since this stuff started, and I like both brands, but I'm shooting more towards Marvel than anything at this point in time because Marvel's such a good franchise series and has a successful storyline with it all. But you look at DC, they don't have much to compete with besides movies coming out in April and the few years after that. But I mean, come on, so get it together, and they need to really focus on that. Because if they don't focus hard enough, they're gonna lose a lot of people's respect. And it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be really horrible for them to come. And I don't know if they can pull themselves out of this kind of a mess now to really focus on what they need to do for the future. Because if the future's not good for them, it's not good at all. And to me, they really need to pull it together, and they need to do it now. If they don't do it now, there's nothing for them all to do. And they should just give up. They should literally just give up. They should just give up now and let it ride to what it is. Just let it crumble as they done. You know, I have more hope for the DC TV series of Flash, Arrow, Black Lightning, and Legends of Tomorrow. I have hope for that. Those are good shows. I love those shows. I love watching them. I'm a fan of the TV series more than I've been a fan of anything else besides that. You know, I'll still go see DC movies. I'll still be a fan, but I can't say that I'm proud enough to say I'm a bigger Marvel fan than I'm DC right now because I don't know how much of Daniel, Martin Hockey and Orioles scored, at this point in time. I don't know how much I can say that's gonna make any difference. I even did a quick poll on Facebook. I got 6 Marvel fans, 1 DC. That proves a freaking point to me that there are more Marvel fans out there than there are DC, and 6-1 vote. That says something. That freaking proves something right there. That if I can do a freaking poll on what bigger Marvel fans are out there versus DC, they're gonna be Marvel fans all the way. DC probably get maybe 1 or 2 votes, but at this point, they got 1, and that's really pathetic. I don't think it'd been like 6-6, but it was 6 Marvel, 1 DC. That tells you that people are more of a Marvel fan than anything at this point right now. They're not going for anything else besides it. They're always going to be loyal Marvel fans more than will be loyal DC fans, and it's kind of sad to say, but it's the truth. It really is. It is. So again, this is your boy Big Will G here. As always, like and subscribe to the video. Leave any comments. Until then, until next time, mad love to Marvel fans. Peace.